everyone, Hobo4Craft, aka Mr. Hobo here. Well, I should say Mr. Hobo, I guess. But that's not really important. And we have a viewer submitted replay today. He actually gave it to me, I want to say about a month ago. And I feel pretty bad that I haven't gotten around to it until just now. But the reasoning is that I've been waiting for other people to send me replays so that I could do kind of a series of viewer submitted replays. But anyway, this is from the YouTube username WC3 Videos for You, and I suppose it's a 2v2. I haven't watched the game because I want to shoutcast it. Obviously, that would take the purpose away. But I'm pretty sure he's this teal undead right here, the Lantity. His teammate is GTJJ, and their opponents will be paZ and let's see, Lil Critters God. Alright, so should be an interesting game. I guess I'll go to Lantity's vision since it is his replay. Looks like he's going a pretty standard build. It looks like he's not going for fiends, however. If it is a fiend build, it's awfully weird. He did throw down a crypt first, I do believe, followed by an altar ziggurat. Now getting that relics, that's going to be popping just as his hero comes out. That would be nice timing. His opponent, it looks like he's going to be going Archmage and Footies. I'm probably going to try and get a relatively quick tier 2. That would be ideal in a 2v2 situation. And it looks like one of these Night Elves are going to be going Huntresses and the other is going to be going Archers. So it's going to be interesting. We've got a Demon Hunter and, ooh, 2 Demon Hunters, really? Ugh, that's pretty gross. I would at least go for 1 Priestess of the Moon. But yeah, the 2 Demon Hunters are definitely going to be able to harass very well, which is definitely necessary. If you do go Huntresses, you're going to need to be able to harass early in the game, so that you'll be able to stall long enough to get up enough Huntresses. So we could see a lot of creepjacking going on. And it looks like, yep, paZ is going to be sending his Demon Hunter out right away. So, oof, this could be bad news for GT. Oh my gosh, it's almost a tongue twister. Who's going to be creeping right now? Militia creeping. That is a good timing. However, ooh, if this, oh, is paZ going to see that? It looks like paZ is going to see that. Barely sees it, and he's gonna go over. He does throw down a mana burn. I think he did. No, he didn't get the kill on the water elemental. That would have been really nice. It looks like we also got the gloves of haste for GT, and it looks like he almost might get us around. No, he doesn't go for it. He's gonna play pretty conservatively. Just wants to get as much damage on the demon hunter as possible. And oh, we actually had Lantity bring over his Death Knight. I was about to say demon hunter, and it looks like he was able to get a coil off. It's a nice use of a coil to just use your force coil right away, because that way you're being most efficient with your mana instead of just keeping it at full for all that time. But it looks like he snagged these turtles, which have terrible aggro, in my opinion, which is one of the reasons I hate Turtle Rock a lot. But now he will just be creeping with his ghouls. Getting a late graveyard and getting some late fiends to follow, and looks like he's just going to be creeping outside. Meanwhile, we had little critters creeping this green outside of his base. He also creeped this, I guess. Yep, because he's now level 2. That's a nice power level while his opponent was harassing. Definitely could have been a little more effective with his harass, but he was able to take down the mana of that Archmage a ton, but it is now level 2. Has that Brilliance Aura, which will definitely help throughout the game, especially with this Death Knight, who loves those coils. And it looks like he's going to be going to the shop. 2 pretty nice items. I would give the gauntlets to the Death Knight. He might have just tried to do that. Looks like they were having a little conga line there. Did get boots. That's definitely a good idea, especially when you want to run away from those pesky demon hunters. And it looks like we've got a little bit of a mirror as far as creeping goes. It looks like Pink is only just now going to creep his orange right outside his base, his natural orange. That's pretty late. That's because he went Huntresses and had to harass with the solo hero early in the game. It looks like, I think we got a circlet. No, Ring of Protection +3. He must have bought the circlet or got it over here. My guess is he got a mantle from this turtle right here. And we got a ping over here, so I guess we're going to be attacking. We have, let's see, only 1 fiend. I guess he wanted to stay light on the fiends and heavy on the tech. So that's the price you have to pay if you want to tech early. You're gonna have a lot less fiends. Though I feel like Lantity probably could have gotten a good number of fiends out quicker and still maybe managed to attack. But it looks like we're gonna be pushing into paZ's. Oh, into paZ's base. We got one coil off. He didn't want to have it mana burn, so he's gonna stay back. That's a pretty smart idea. Unless he's just mismicroing right now. Maybe I'm giving him too much credit, but no, no, no. It looks like, oh, this Huntress is going to take a lot of damage from these fiends. Very smart to focus those down because they take so much damage from piercing attack. And it looks like we're focusing down. This Demon Hunter is pretty low. A couple detonates go off, and why am I lagging? And it looks like they are going to back out, and they did only take a couple of units out. Maybe one or two Huntresses, maybe an Archer. And this Fiend and Footman might go down. Oh, this could be bad news. It looks like, yes, it will get picked off. There could possibly be a surround go down on this Fiend, but no, it will waddle away safely. Staying back with his Unholy Aura to give them speed, that's a good idea. And it looks like the rest of them will have, I think they just picked off the Footman. So it's not looking too hot for our friend Lantity and his partner, GT. Looks like just now, just recently, he's thrown up his Arcane Volt, and he's teching. His tech is almost finished, so he could be throwing. Hopefully, he gets some Arcane Sanctums, maybe some Mortar Teams. That would definitely do away with those Huntresses, especially with their upgrade Fragmented Shard. And it looks like, okay, they're just going to be creeping this orange together. Good idea. Definitely gives a lot of experience, and I think Teal, is he out of range to get this experience? Oh, I think he might be. Yeah, he is. He's not going to get level 3. He should have stayed over there, so then he would have been able to get level 3. That's a little bit of a blunder. Not a big deal, but it definitely can add up if they're caught off guard and he's not level 3, because level 2 coil is so essential. And there goes down the level 7 turtle, and ooh, a Ring of Regeneration. Very nice item. Definitely going to help, especially with that Unholy Aura. They will stack. And it looks like they're going to be creeping together still, and they're going to be taking out this expansion. Would be a nice idea for GT to expand at this point. I think they would be able to defend it. Actually, oh wow, these Archer numbers are getting pretty high. And we are now having 2 lores pumping out Dryads. And a level, or tier 2 Priestess of the Moon. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea for all of the range units they have. GT getting a little careless with his Footman. Maybe he just wants to sacrifice them, doesn't need them, wants the extra food at this point. They have been alive for a pretty long time. We have a Lich and a Mountain King for these two, and it looks like they just now have popped in, so we'll just now be getting a little bit of experience. On the other hand, this Keeper of the Grove is going to be reaching 2 pretty soon here. Like I said, these creeps right here give a lot of experience. And as far as hero level goes, it's definitely in the favor of the 2 Night Elves over here. Green and Pink have really been, they've been leveling very well, and I think they have been doing so separately so they get more experience on their heroes. And I think they have killed more units. We did see those 2 fiends go down over here and a Footman. That definitely plays in a lot. And did I just... Okay, we just had a Slaughterhouse go up. That should be pumping out Obsidian statues pretty soon here. We're getting Spellbreakers. Those are definitely very good tanks against bears, which are now being pumped out. Do a good amount of damage to Dryads, and in my opinion, they just take a lot of damage, so that's good. And the Obsidian statues healing them will just it'll be a good time, guys. It'll be a good time with these Obsidian statues. But it looks like we're teching a tier 3. That could be for A-bombs or abominations, maybe even destroyers. But I would expect a second Slaughterhouse if you would want to do that, because then you could double pump out, have 1 pump out while you upgrade for those destroyer upgrade. And it looks like ooh, we are taking down this red. The main question is, what is this item going to be? Oh, and they actually see Pink right here with their vision from the sentry. They're going to see he's not going to be advancing. Gets the Rune of Healing, that's always good. And, oh, Warsong Battle Drums, that's a great item. They have a ton of auras going for them right now. They have the one they just picked up, Battle Drums, and they have Unholy Aura, and they have Brilliance Aura. So They're pretty stacked as far as auras goes. That's always a good thing. As much passive skills you can get, the better. Microing is just overrated. But it looks like we are going to be pushing, or maybe meeting. I don't know. Red is awfully frivolous with his pings, and it looks like Red will be leading the way into pink space. I don't think Green even realizes it. Does he have a TP? Yes, he does, but he is a little low on his army's health. And it looks like we do have one Sentinel right here, just kind of chilling. And I think Pink is waiting for his partner to teleport over. Will one of these lures or Moonwells go down? I would go for the lure right away, so it can't pop anything else out. Oh, looks like, oh, this Demon Hunter is being focused very strongly, and it looks like it will go down before Green can even reach his ally. His hero goes down. It looks like these bears are being focus fired. The rejuvenation is being stolen. All of these spell breakers are just doing so much. They're tanking. They're stealing all of the buffs, and it looks like bears are going down left and right, but the fiends are taking a lot of damage from all this piercing damage. And oh, they better be careful. Looks like GT is gonna take a lot of damage on his Archmage. Gonna back out before it can die. And oh no, it looks like our friend Lantity is being hung out to dry. It looks like the Sentinel has come into handy, sees the burrowed fiends, and he will get out without suffering too many more losses. But yeah, it just does not look too hot for Lantity and his friend over here, GT. They have taken quite a bit of damage as far as unit count goes. Rejuvenation is definitely going to play a factor in keeping these units alive and keeping them cost efficient. And using these moonwalls, though, they're placed pretty poorly. Um, Using these skeleton warriors to scout, that's definitely a good idea. Oh, and we're getting a boneyard going down, though. With all these archers, it's a debatable decision. It will definitely help against these bears who take a ton of damage from magic damage. But we're gonna see if they're gonna be worth it, if these frost rooms are gonna pay off in the long run. Oh, okay, he is now getting abominations like I hoped he would. They definitely do tank. They do a good amount of damage to archers, to these weak dryads, and even if you upgrade them, abominations can be very good against bears as well. I mean, they're a very versatile unit. Their only downfall is that they're kind of slow, kind of chunky, and can get in the way if you don't micro them correctly, which is why some players just always just skip over them. I do like getting abominations if the time is right for them. If my opponent's unit composition is right to counter with abominations, I do like getting abominations. But yeah, this level 1 unholy aura definitely needs to be level 2 pretty soon here. I would go creep this and just get level 4 really quickly. That would definitely help. Like we know, unholy aura carries over to all the units, even his allies, so it helps a ton, just tenfold. Oh, and we're going to get this web going down on these fairy dragons, and they will be picked off pretty quickly. And, oh, it's a very good idea to get rid of these because they're going to be doing a ton of damage to all these. Oh, no, it looks like little critters TB's out just in time. And so does Pink. Wow, both of their heroes fired very heavily. We still don't have any expansions gone down, but looks like Lantity and his partner here, GT, have just been doing a great job of getting rid of the heroes and making them waste TPs left and right. I want to say that's about the 4th TP used combined for these two guys, which is around 1,400 gold at 350 a pop. Oh, it looks like he's going to be bringing in a couple wisps to detonate. A little bit of a waste just because we have that Brilliance Aura, and he didn't take out any Water Elementals, and looks like we're just going to be attacking the Water Elementals. I guess he doesn't want to get those picked off. Somewhat of a smart idea. But we are now getting those Frost Rooms out. He is upgrading Freezing Breath. I would just go straight for getting out as many Frost Rooms as possible. Stopping unit production isn't really his biggest worry right now. It's just killing units is what he needs to do.